Hello there folks, and welcome to the last episode of the Participazio series. I think it is episode 15 if I'm not wrong. A boy emperor has just taken the throne, or ascended the throne, and we are in a good position to create a faction to claim that throne, because after all, we should have been emperors. Our father was an emperor. Wait, was he? Yes, he was an emperor. And he was stolen that title, and we want to make sure that we get it. Although we could also ask them to support my father. That could also be something, right? My uncle, father. No, that's seniority succession. Whatever. We'll support ourselves. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna support my father first, and then later myself if it fails. I think we might actually have more support for our father than ourselves. I'm not too sure about it. Son, Gabriel. Sounds great. Our father died under suspicious circumstances. I wonder who could have done that. Oh. Jihad for Egypt. Good luck. My grandfather is dead, and so I am king of Burgundy, Bohemia, and duke of a bunch of stuff. Oh my god, actually I inherited a lot. So you know what? I'm gonna ask for a Chinese artifact because, you know, why not? This guy seems quite old and he's probably gonna die, so let's use our grace. A wondrous artifact, craftsmanship, has been bestowed to me. Chronicle of Economic Principle. Where is it? Oh, monthly wealth. 1 monthly stewardship plus 1. Beautiful book. Bound with great care. Its outlining of the general principles of economy and trade seems incredibly insightful. Oh, I have a dragon amulet as well? Wow. I have a bunch of stuff I inherited that I did not notice. In fact, I need to make sure I equip the right things here. You know what? I'm gonna resign from the council for now. And, just, because then I can actually go back to having a faction that supports me. Ooh, I can actually try to join the assassins, because we're actually quite close now, and I'm not a zealous man. So, that could be something. Justinian for one of the great emperors, because why not? I see what you're trying to do. That's a trick. Stupid trick. Ooh, okay, so I can become an assassin. Or an assassin, rather. Yes, I will join. Perhaps it is my destiny. I'd actually have to become a secret Muslim. I'm gonna do it just for the fun. Oh, a pledge of allegiance that could be used against me. You know what? I'm gonna say no. Surprise, another expansionist emperor. That's just great. Honestly, I am starting to give up on the idea of taking over the throne through a coup. So we might just become the advisor and try to take over from the inside, or steer the empire from the inside instead of be the figurehead. Now, I've already said this, but we have already 213 living members, and this is sort of my strategy, you know. Just make the family gigantic, ginormous, and eventually you will dominate. But that's a thing for maybe, I don't know, a future Crusader Kings 3, perhaps. They should definitely look at cadet branches forming naturally, like, because after a while, I feel like someone that is down, like, super far away, way down over there, will probably want to form their own sort of dynasty after a while, even though they can claim that they come from a particular family. You know, they also want something new, because you can't really realistically have, you know, thousands of people from the same dynasty all vying for control over, or it's just doesn't really make sense. It's sort of like the Bourbons, right? The Bourbons are a cadet branch of the Capets, and so on and so forth. Which, wait, or was it the Plantagenets? I don't actually know very well the actual order of things, but you know what I mean. One of my vassals is calling in a favor. He wants me to go to war against Asturias for Dijon, and I'll do it, you know, whatever. So I just looted an engraved sword, but I also came to realize I have Jian, monthly prestige 1. Why is this not equipped? We're equipping it. It's fantastic. So we have that, plus the golden sword. We wear a crown of pearls, an emerald scepter. We have ceremonial robes, a dragon amulet, and a bunch of other stuff. Except glorious. I just inherited Orkney, but it seems like I can only give it away as a theme, which is a vice royalty. Very interesting, I have to say. So I don't really know what to do. Also, why is it over here? Oh, right, because he holds that land. Okay, I'm gonna do it and include lower titles. I'm going to request another Chinese artifact because I really want to see everything. So what have I? Qing Compendium. The Qing Compendium is a beautifully bound book that tells many fascinating aspects of Chinese medicine and its various uses. Ooh, fertility plus 15% and health. I cannot believe it. This emperor is actually losing the Western Protectorate, mostly because the Abbasids decided to join the war, so most of the Roman troops are over here. But of course, the AI just decides that yes, attrition. Let's take infinite attrition. That's okay. Ah, shit. I almost feel like joining and helping him out, but all I'm gonna do is just send some money. There we go. We can finally add a holding to Northumberland. This is the real deal, and we'll finally max out Northumberland just towards the end of the game. The Mongols sack Krakow. Yeah, that took a long time. It's 1422. In fact, what are you doing? Mongol Empire is basically gone, sort of. But war. Liberation of Lesser Poland. I see. Oh, I hate this emperor. God damn it. How could you... I hate it. I hate not being in control. I am supposed to be the emperor. I was gonna lead us to victory, but alas, I think this Let's Play is probably gonna end without us in control at the top. So I married off my aunt to the emperor, but I've left the council, I've left the commanding position, and I can take a -10 general opinion hit for 10 years, and actually plot to start a faction now. Oh, we have a truce. God damn it. Thing is, we do have favors with both the Greek and Anatolian kings, so if they just survive and we survive, we might be able to get them in our faction. Ah, yes, let's write a book. I'm gonna write a book about the intricacies of relationships. I was so confused, because I'm going to bed her here, and she's my daughter-in-law, but she's also my sister-in-law, because her father is my father-in-law. I was so confused before I saw that. Roman revolt for Despot Augustus, claim on the Roman Empire? Whoa. And why can I not join that faction? Composing a book, so perhaps I couldn't, like, I'm having trouble figuring out, you know, what the next part of my book will be. This is just like me, but so I can party or ask for some kind of drought. 90% vomiting. You know what? Let's try it. You'd think I should definitely be able to start a faction where I can overthrow or support myself, right? After it's fired, or at least join their faction, join their revolt. But apparently I can't, and I don't really know why. I will give this man all the money he needs and just pray that he wins. Ah, shit. Looks like it's over, boys. Unless this army joins. Why is it just still standing there? God damn it, I hate the AI sometimes. Oh, shit. We're definitely not gonna win this one. This is honestly a system the wars have to be fixed for the next version of Crusader Kings whenever that comes out. It's probably gonna take, you know, another 5 or 10 or a million years, but when it comes out, please fix the war, because it's like he's pressing my claim. Why can I not join it? It doesn't make any sense, right? He's and why doesn't he ask me to join either? That should be a thing. We lost. They peaced out. That was stupid. Shit. Alright. I don't think it's happening. I mean, I could try to break this again, but we already have a penalty for, until 37, so our general opinion would go down by... Although, this one doesn't seem to hurt the opinion. Whatever, let's try again. Let's break this thing. I mean, we don't really have that much time left, so let's try our best. We'll break the pact, and then we'll really keep an eye on the factions, and wait until we can create one and force the others to join. I finished my book, and I call it The Art of Love in Bamberg. Okay. There we go. There's a faction for us already. We're gonna join it, and we are going to force everyone else to join it. It's not really working for some reason. I can't really call them in to the faction, which is annoying, but whatever. We do have the numbers now, and we are in the faction, which is what matters, because then we can actually fight it ourselves. We actually found the Tongue of a Saint after a long mission, which isn't very impressive considering that, you know, the Chinese artifacts are just so much better. Like, we also found Qing artwork at some point. I don't really remember getting that. You know what? Just for fun, let's try to get the skull of my former rival from from his grave. I know. Oh, we actually did it. That's really cool. We did have a skull trophy before, but now we have another one. And this one is the one. Yes, Orestes. Great. A plot to kill Emperor Nicetas the Glorious. Also, why is he called the Glorious? He lost a war and lost Alexandria. Jesus Christ. Why do you even... Ugh. I know he's my family member and I should be supporting him, but still. Also, he's a protectorate of China, okay? Even though he shouldn't. I don't understand. Paradox should take a look at this. Like, I don't understand why they just cave in to that demand. Oh, here we go. I thought I'd actually be able to make it until the end of the game, but alas not. Despot Augustus has given up the ghost at age 59. He died of severe stress, well known to be prone to carnal sins. He was often unfaithful to his wife. A wicked man, Augustus will surely pay for his sins in the afterlife. Despot Gabriel V, a renowned man. Dignitaries from far and wide will surely bow before him. Long live Despot Gabriel V. Of Scotland, of course, not of the Empire, because we are not emperors. Although, if we were to be emperors, I think we would be Gabriel V as well. You had for Syria, of course. They attack exactly when I need peace in the realm so that I can strike. We're already at 94% of our liege's troops. This is good. I tend to wait until we're at 114, 120. That's generally when I strike. I got a dog as a gift from someone. I'm gonna call it Tricky, because we are in a tricky situation. The Galindid Empire becomes a tributary of China. See, I don't understand. Everyone's a tributary. How is everyone just... I don't know. I do have an old save, so maybe Western or China has just had too much power in this game somehow, but it's a bit ridiculous at times. Ooh, I can become king of Africa. I will do it. Notice that it's 1449, and Europe Universalis actually starts at the date 1444, so technically we're already in Europe Universalis 4 realm. I don't even know if the converter still works, but I just know that we would be seriously, like, crazy powerful. And obviously not really that fun. I did play a Sweden game once where I had, I think I deleted those videos though, but I had conquered, or a Scandinavian Empire game where I had conquered basically all of Western Europe, including Italy, Germany, and parts of Poland, I think. But I sort of had to break up the empire just in order to make it more interesting in the game, but I was still super powerful in Europe Universalis, so I don't think, even though a lot of people suggest always like, oh, do convert to EU4, it's not really that fun, especially because you don't get any other, like, claims. No other countries get claims on the territory that you own, so all of this would be like core Western Rome and no rebels, basically. I asked my liege for a title and I got it. I got the County of Nicaea. Okay, thank you. We are only 2 years away now from the end, and I only have 65% of my liege's troops, my legions, and a bunch of wars that I actually hope he wins. And it's not realistic for me to win this war in 2 years, so I doubt we're not gonna get the Empire title, unfortunately. We'll have to imagine that in the future, though, somehow I'd climb the ranks, or maybe my son, who knows, and get the title. But I do want to end this at peace, so we're just gonna have to settle for this. I mean, we have achieved like incredible success. We went from just a tiny little merchant family, not even the principal family in Venice, to emperors of the Roman Empire, of the restored Roman Empire, successors of Caesar and Augustus. The jihad for Syria fails just in time for the end of the game. We have 2 months left, I think. Alright, we're coming in on the 31st of December. It's the 1st of January, the game ends. We're going to take a little bit of a tour at the end of December here. Alright, there we are. 31st of December, 1452. It's the end of the game. It's been a great campaign. I don't think I've actually ever come to the end of a day or a game starting in 769. 769 was the start date, right? To 1452 on YouTube. Obviously, I've finished lots of campaigns on my own, but we've done very well. I mean, not at all what I planned. Plans are made to be broken, of course. They're only... we really had a lot of... It was really unlucky when we captured Limassol there and became landed, because my plan was to get the Vasco da Gama achievement, or who needs Vasco da Gama? That is to own all the trade nodes in India as a Western merchant republic, but we've done well for ourselves. We have the dynasty still controls all of this. The dynasty controls the empire, of course. We have, if we search all, and we search rulers, and we search culture, great house, we can actually take a look at our dynasty here, down here. Oops, we passed it. But we do have a lot of titles. Look at this, okay? I think we might actually be the one with the most titles. We have a bunch of counties, a bunch of duchies, several kingdoms in the empire. We have the empire. We have lots of duchies under these kingdoms. So we're doing... I think we did fantastic. In fact, our score will, I think, be over 200,000. We were really close to 200,000, but I think it adds the last ruler to it. The border gore is terrible, of course. Sweden did pretty nicely, I have to say. Sweden, congratulations. You just had to crush Gästrikland there, and I would be happy. Maybe Lithuania on the top there. But Sweden looks great. The Roman Empire, not as much, especially with these this push eastwards. It's nice though, because if we exported to EU4, which we won't, obviously this would be interesting, an interesting push eastwards. This, however, just absolutely disgusting. Central Europe, disgusting. The fact that they lost Alexandria right at the end when we weren't emperors, that was quite sad. Still kind of pissed about that. Orthodox faith, triumphant, basically. Alexander is still Orthodox. The Catholics are pretty much gone. Just a few heretics here and there. Sunni is the major Islamic faith or branch, and Hindu has really dominated the Indian subcontinent and the Himalayan mountains there, Buddhist being the religion of choice for the remaining Khans here, it seems. But there it is, 207,806 points. The Renaissance sweeps across Europe and the feudal era draws to a close. With a score of 207,806, you beat House Capet, descended from Robert the Strong, who is the power figure, blah 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 blah. We already know. These guys are still, the branch kingdom of the Bourbons are still in power in Spain, for example, and claim the Empire of Brazil, for example, and they're just, the Capets really won it all. Although, the ones the guys from Central Germany, guys, I say guys, but the ones that gave us the current Windsor family, the Tsar family, Kaiser Wilhelm family, everyone was from the same family. Anyway, we can see our doges here. This is going to be a long slide here. I'm not going to go through all of them, because obviously, but at the beginning I wasn't investing enough in keeping power or keeping the duchy or the Grand Duchy of Venice. Generally, I've never really had problems, but this was the first time I was really having a lot of trouble getting enough money to invest in the keeping the title alive in power. But here we see we actually got 2 towards the end there, and then we became Counts of Limassol. Then we moved over to Kent as Duke Bjorthilhelm, and then we got Duke Daniel, and then finally Despot Alexandrus of Scotland. I think Gabriel the Witch Hunter was the one who conquered Ireland. Demetrius may have continued that. I know there was a bunch of these guys. England wasn't, I don't remember, I think we only conquered it after we became emperors. But yeah, Demetrius, the whole strategy of taking the empire was fantastic. We had a lot of luck there as well, and the cards played right into us, and we didn't even have to fight a war. We had to fight a war to keep the throne, but to get on the throne, that was really just very nice. Then we've got Gabriel the Holy, Emperor Gabriel the Glorious, the restorer of Rome, who of course we saw only a few episodes ago. Gabriel III of the Roman Empire, ruled for 5 months. This is where we got really unlucky. 5 months, then 3 months, 2 months, and then finally Queen Demetra for 34 years. Was supposed to be Empress, but was deposed. Or rather, we gave in and we thought, oh, we'll be able to play as Anastasia. We didn't get to play as Anastasia, which was really unfortunate. And then we have Augustus the Great, which I named because I thought, oh yeah, we'll have a new Augustus to call Emperor and he'll be Augustus II, but no. Then we've got Gabriel V of Scotland. Very nice ending with a nice V there. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. These have been quite a lot of fun weeks. Obviously a bit of a slog towards the end, and but it was still exciting. As always, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next Let's Plays that will be coming. I don't know when the next Crusader Kings one will be coming. Definitely soon, because I love Crusader Kings. But we'll definitely be doing some other stuff, such as Europe and Versailles, maybe some Empire Total War, Napoleon, who knows. But yeah, I'll see you later. This has been GameGabster. Farewell.